Hello and welcome to Bookmas Day 9, and in this video we're going to be talking about every book I DNF'd this year. And honestly, for some weird reason, I thought it was way more than just 5. But I DNF'd 5 books this year, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, most of these books are a soft DNF, so it's not like I DNF'd them forever. A couple of them are, but we'll just get to that when we get to them. So first off is definitely a soft DNF. I feel like I need to read this. Hopefully I'll probably read this next year in January, and that is Dreamcatcher by Stephen King. I just was in the mood when I was reading this, and I just feel like this is a book that would be great for the winter time. So I just thought this book would be great for the winter time, and probably for like January and stuff like that. But I do think this book actually takes place in Derry because it talks about Derry a lot. Which, if you don't know Derry, that is where my favorite horror movie takes place. And it is actually written by Stephen King. So I'm wondering if it's in like the same little world or something like that, because that would be cool, that books intertwined and connect. But I still love this, and I still love Stephen King, and I would like to hopefully get to this in January just to read it, and get back into like this Stephen King world. And because this is Derry now that I remember this actually took place in Derry, I'm kind of like a little bit more excited to read it, and I do hope that I can read it a little bit more. But yeah, honestly, the reason why I DNF'd it at the time, the reason why I soft DNF'd it was because, like I said, it took place in the winter, and it was not something that I was in the mood for at that particular time. And also, this year was a very difficult reading year for me because I haven't, other than, I read one book this year, If Only I Had Told Her. And that really didn't put me in a reading slump, but every book that I picked up, I just wanted that same feeling that book gave me. So I think, honestly, yeah, so I knew that I wasn't going to rate this at the time a high rating, and I probably wasn't going to enjoy it, and I was probably going to forget about it, most of the stuff in here. But I do hope to read this and have one Stephen King book read before my dad read it. Because the new one that he has, my dad was listening to it. Well, yeah. So, I still have not been able to have a Stephen King book that he has not read. Because I know for sure that he has not read this one. And I'm not quite sure if there's a movie correlating with this one. But I hope that this is the first Stephen King book that I can read before he reads it. So, he doesn't tell me things. Okay, then the next one, this author, I feel like I'm just going to wait until I'm a little bit older to read, maybe like in a little bit of my 20s. I think I'm just going to wait a little bit till I read more of her books, because honestly, some of her books just have not been, I haven't liked them, and I think when I'm a little bit older, like I said, I'll like them and I'll enjoy them. And it's not that I'll, understand, it's just I feel like I like them a little bit more when I am older. So that is People We Meet on Vacation. Again, I got really right through this, but for her, I think for Emily Henry's types book, I think I'm just going to wait till I'm older. I'm probably going to collect her books now, but I'm not going to read them until I'm a little bit older, like I said. And her books aren't really, I mean, they're romances, but everyone says they're like kind of not contemporary fiction, that they're fiction and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, but I do hope to, like I said, I will probably hopefully read more Emily Henry books and read them a little bit when I'm older. I mean, I have read Beach Read already by her, and I liked that book, and I think honestly, I don't know, but I liked it and I read it, and I was kind of able to understand. I mean, I probably will reread it because I don't remember everything that happens in it. But like I said, I'll probably wait for her books when I'm a little older, or maybe not. This next one, I know it's a full DNF because I just don't like, I didn't like the first one, and I got this one before I even got the first one, and that is The First to Die at the End. I did not like this book, and honestly, here's the thing. the concept of it is great. I love the concept of the fact that there's this death cast, there's this thing that's going to come out or goes to you and says, hey, you're going to die today. And then, and you know that's your last day. But honestly, I think the way that it's executed is not the best. Plus, every character is just so annoying to where it's like, because one of the characters was like, no, you can't, what's it called? No, you cannot, what was it? Because like in the first one, if they both died at the end, that one was a little annoying because it was, oh, I'm blinking, but one of the main characters was super annoying, like going, don't cross the street, don't do, like, it was like, he was so paranoid that he couldn't do anything because of, it's your last day. But honestly, that's when I would just do it, but I know this would be a very big DNF. But honestly, here's the thing, again, like I said, the concept, amazing thought and everything, but again, the way it's executed, the way it's written is not, I just do not like it at all. And this, by the way, I recommend this if you really did enjoy the first one, because this is the first of it. And there is a lot of talk of 9/11, which is interesting because they go, oh, like if these people knew about like that they were gonna die, like the 9/11, like what would they have done differently? But I do have to say again, it was definitely one of those things where there, and we also, from what I saw, because I was kind of like flipping through it, was you get characters, now maybe you know them, but like in the first one, you got characters that you had that were like not relevant to the story one little bit, and you're like, why am I getting your point of view? Why you have no, there's nothing in this book, so why am I getting your point of view? Like, I don't care if you're gonna live or die today. But yeah, again, did not like this. This one again is another just soft kind of DNF, and this one was just, I was in the mood for it when I was reading it, and that's 5 to Buy by Holly Jackson. I know I'll enjoy this when I'm in the mood for it, honestly. I think, again, I just think with so many books, I just need to start being in the mood for them and just start, yeah, I feel like I just need to be in the mood for the books, to read them. And again, this again wasn't a bad book. It was just about friends on a road trip going someplace and being stuck. Again, just wasn't what I was in the mood for at that particular time when I was reading it. And then the last book we have is Mirror Me. This one has actually just came out. This one I'm kind of I don't conflicted on if I'm actually fully DNFing it or if it's something that I'm just going to DNF it or like fully DNF it. Because honestly, it's nice, but I'm about like 100 pages in and we're already in the same exact place. Like we're getting too much, not too much, it's taking too long to introduce our characters and stuff like that. I got this on I got this on Kindle's First Pick, because if you don't know, if you're a Prime member, you get the first pick of new releases that are coming out the month next. And I did this book because I mean it looks interesting. Again, I don't honestly think, yeah, you know what, honestly, I feel like I'm going to just fully DNF it, because again, what it's about is, honestly, I'm even confused, honestly, about it, because it's about two brothers, and they're seeing this, like, doctor for something, because, like, they're crazy, apparently. One's apparently crazy. I don't, honestly, am not quite sure, honestly, and then their mother or father neglected them. I don't know, something along those lines. All I'm saying is this just is not, it's just taking too long to get to the point here. But anyway, that is it. I'm sorry that this video was a little short. Again, I thought I had way more DNFs than this, but you know what, that's fine, because that means I either enjoyed the books I read, because I feel like majority of the books I gave this year were a 3-star. So honestly, I kind of enjoyed majority of the books I read this year. So that is it for today's video. Guys, enjoyed, and stay tuned because I will be posting until December 25th of Bookmas videos. So I hope you guys have a good night, day wherever you are, and goodbye.